A shout out to Ge Holla and
Hey, Ge Holla, G.Holla.
Hero, Ge Holla. Show me the God here, man.
All y'all said entertainer, shout out my guy Ge Holla.
Rocking right now with Ge Holla.
Thank you so much.
Shout out to Ge Holla, reaching 1 million listeners on his podcast.
Glad to have a whole joint.
You could save this much money in ways. Towards that. Even if I was thinking about going to the whole church,
Jeezy, stand up.
What up, though? What up, though? What's happening? What's happening?
Man, today's gonna be special, man. We got an icon in the building, a legend, right here at Cam Kirk Studios, and y'all all showed out for it, man. Just excited to have you, man. Before we really get started, man, I just want to say thank you, man.
Yeah, likewise, bro. Thank you, man.
Love, man. When we got in here, we rocked out. Like I said, we did that shoot probably about 30 minutes. So that's how you know the energy is just right. But yeah, I appreciate that, man. I definitely want to get into this book and just get into just hearing a little bit more about the inspiration behind it and just the whole process. So you've obviously been, telling stories and motivating us through your music for so long. But what made you want to transition to, being an author and actually put pen and pad and do a book?
I think, for my whole duration of my career, I was more so of an author because I did a lot of storytelling. And all my music was about things that I was going through in real time or things that I already been through. And I learned early on that, your words can transcend and people can feel them. And, when you eight albums in, 25, 30 million records sold, you're like, what's next? How do I keep this going? And for me, when the pandemic hit, I just had a lot of time to myself, so I just started, jotting down ideas. And I was like, it would really be dope if I could write a book, because around that time, somebody had gave me this book, Think and Grow Rich. And I was reading it, cover to back, and I just kept reading. I was like, damn, what if I gave a book to the world that was about my story but had some motivation in it? And that was my mission, man. So I just really started, piecing together the chapters, piecing together the stories to the best of my ability. And of course, I had to research a lot of things because a lot had went on with the time. And one thing about books, you got to be precise. So you got to put the time to put the actual event, and then you got to run it through your lawyer because you don't want to be on this RICO shit. So I understand.
Yeah, I was reading. You said it was cookies in the car. I said cookies.
Yeah, chocolate chip.
Cookies, damn. All right, I was like, I caught on. I'm like, all right, I see what's going on here.
For sure.
Nah, that's dope, and that's a special thing. Let's talk about the process. Like, did you find it to be much different than writing rhymes? Because you used to write rhymes. You wasn't more of a freestyle artist. At least at the beginning in the book, you mentioned you used to write. Was that process similar to writing this book?
Yeah, it's different because when you write music, music culturally is more flamboyant. You only talk about the good times, the good shit, the things you remember most, and it always sounds like you're on top. You know what I'm saying? And that's what music is. Nobody's gonna tell you they're really just going through it, unless that's just their approach to their motivation. So you want to motivate people. And I think the difference was for me writing the book is I actually got to tell people about when they thought that I was on top and I was really at my lowest. You know what I'm saying? I got to go into how I felt, what I was going through, because a lot of people saw me out here really living a dream, but they had no idea I was, living a nightmare. You know what I'm saying? I was really going through it personally. I had a bunch of demons I hadn't dealt with. I had vices that, now that I got, ain't like I ain't had money before, but now I can go buy the shit on my credit card. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Unlimited style, you know what I'm saying? Unlimited drinking, unlimited whatever. And, I had to battle that. And I had to battle that without a lot of support. Because when you're the hero, everybody just wants you to show up and ball. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that I had to deal with. And, you know, writing the book, you know, it just brought back a lot of those memories. And I don't know if you know anything about me, I'm a big mental health advocate. And I thought I had done a lot of work to get to where I was at until I wrote that book and realized it was a gang of shit that I had to go deal with. So it was very therapeutic, you know what I'm saying? And it was also a chance for me to tell my truth to the best of my ability. Because you know a song is 3 minutes, you know? And in the book you got a chance to sit there and actually be with your feelings and live with it and walk away from it and come back. And to me that was special, because a lot of those things that happened in that book I had dealt with, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of it I didn't process it, you know what I'm saying, because it happened so fast. So when it's like, you in it and you making history, you don't know you making history, you're gonna make some mistakes. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna do some things that you can't take back. And I got a chance to see that, because on the outside looking in, everybody just think you're great.
Yeah.
Just think you're amazing. And they don't know the shit that you've done or the shit you had to deal with. So that book was like, that was my chance to like talk to Jay and Jeezy Jenkins, you know what I'm saying? Instead of just Snowman.
Yeah, I definitely felt like it was very vulnerable. I mean, it took about 6 or 7 chapters just to get out of your childhood. I mean,
yes, sir.
The beginning was just like stuff that I don't think a lot of us, a lot of people know about. You know, I don't want to give the book away too much, so I'll let y'all read it, but I just thought that was pretty dope. You know what I mean? A lot of us could piece together what we know since we've heard of you as Jeezy and kind of piece the story together. But I like that it spent a lot of time at the early parts of your life.
Yeah, just, you know, just the conversation.